right, so we're working on another core movement in this one. We're calling it the low saw plank with a kettlebell. A couple options. You can use a kettlebell. You can use one of the steel plates in a 10, a 25, whatever suits you. But we're going to go into a low plank, so elbow plank. And we're going to do our best to stabilize. So you may have to go a little wider with your feet so that you're not rocking your hips back and forth. From there, we want to keep our shoulders stacked over our elbows as we press that kettlebell and we pull it back to us. Press, we want to reach, pull that kettlebell back to us. You should feel your obliques doing a lot of work here, but what I don't want you to turn it into, if you do, let's go lighter on this movement, is turning it into hips coming up and rotating at the core. We want to stay stable. We want to stay flat. We want to stay square to the floor. Belly button should be facing the floor the whole time, never turning upward. If this is too difficult, even with a lighter weight, then let's look at going into a low plank. You can still go wider with your feet and reaching for that kettlebell. Put it where you have to reach, but you're not turning it into, again, a core rotation. If you do choose to do the plate variation, it may be slightly less difficult, but again, you still want to stay stacked. Push, pull, pushing, pulling. Make sure we're fully extending there, but our butt's never coming up in the air. If you're still using that modified version with the kettlebell, make sure your butt is not coming up in the air, or that your shoulders aren't getting way back here while you're trying to reach for it. We want to keep a nice stacked straight line while we're in our plank. The goal is the stability, is being able to hold the straight line. If just holding a plank and keeping your butt down and from coming up in the air and staying tight and stabilizing your core is the most you can do and do it correctly, then stick to just a plank hold. There's no need to add weight if we haven't mastered the basic plank in the proper form yet.